Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Friday night, start of the weekend. It's a holiday hoing around season. And we have a special stream tonight. We'll be getting into Type 0. I'm not impressed with my mic placement at the moment, but we persevere. We'll get into Type 0 a little later tonight, as is the plan as of now. But first, I'm gonna keep you in the black void here for just a bit. Almost exactly to the day, 2 years ago, I, on this channel, played the prologue chapter 0 to a impressive on many and multiple fronts Danganronpa Fangame that went by the name of Project Eden's Garden. And then, and I think I did it in a tight 2 streams, and it was a great time. And then I had to sit on my hands and wait. Like I said, almost exactly 2 years. And now we're at the point where tonight, December 20th, year of our Lord, 2024, Chapter 1 has been released to the masses, to the public. And I am here as someone who has kept up with it all as much as one could be, other than joining any Discord. But you know, I'm sorry to say, I'm just not a big joining Discord person unless I absolutely have to. But other than that, I was staying on top of this thing as much as one could, waiting with bated breath for Chapter 1 to release. And I can't wait to actually get into it. Based on trailer stuff that this team had put out recently, Chapter 1 seems, as one would probably expect, seems to be much more massive in scale as far as level, I don't know what you'd say, level of detail, just what it looks like it will be bringing to the table. So I don't think we're gonna, obviously, I would assume Chapter 1 is both content wise and everything wise larger than Chapter 0. Like I said earlier, did that Chapter 0 in a couple streams. I imagine it's going to be longer, so I don't think we're going to be powering it through in one night or anything. And I gotta say, probably not what I would want to do anyway. I always say this about literally almost pretty much any game I play here on the channel, but this, especially for something like this, if for some reason you watch Chapter 0, if you come across Chapter 1 here, and this first day that we play it, you know, and let's say I play for, I don't know, an hour and a half or 2 or something hours, and you're like, damn, that looks really good. I highly recommend, before I finish it, that you out there running into this, go and get it yourself, play it yourself, experience it yourself if you'd like to. Support them in the least way possible by downloading, leaving a comment, sharing and spreading the news. Point to I don't know, download it onto, I was gonna say a flash drive and mail it to a friend, but I don't know the logistics of that. But direct it to a friend who might be interested in something like this, because, like I said, I was mightily impressed with the prologue Chapter 0, again, 2 years ago. And like I said, this looks to be bigger and better as far as what to expect here for Chapter 1. The other thing is, because it was 2 years ago and I have the shoddiest memory known to man, I was like, well, I remember some things, but I don't remember like all the characters or anything. So I even broke my own rule, and I went back to my streams from 2 years ago. And you could do this too. If you somehow run into Chapter 1 here, and then you're like, hey, I want to see you play the prologue in 2 streams, you can do that. It's all on the YouTube VODs. You can find that. But like I was saying, I broke my own rule. Like most people, I hate hearing the sound of my own voice, but I decided to, this afternoon, power through and watch myself play the prologue. Because I think there was a note that they've redone a bit of the... they've updated the prologue. So if you just run into chapter 1 and you're like, oh, I want to play the prologue and chapter 1 by myself, you can, and you'll get apparently a better experience in the prologue. I assume like updated assets and shit, but I don't know exactly. I can't confirm exactly, but I assume that that's what's happening. I think the prologue comes when you download chapter 1 here on, like, I use itch.io, itch.io. Yeah, I went back, I watched my 2 streams of it. I was like, other than me having to listen to my own voice, I was like, oh, this is great. This was great. And I'm very excited to get into now the meat and potatoes of this chapter 1. I'm going to hope that I open up the game and then there's going to be no problems, hopefully. Yeah. We don't want any bummers on launch night. I'm crossing my fingers for everyone involved. But I'm very excited. Like I said, if this ends up being like having to be like a few streams, like a handful of streams throughout the end of this year, even bleeding into next year, I'm all for it. I don't want to rush through it in general, both for my own satisfaction and anyone else's. So I'm going to be going slow. I'm going to be, like I do with every game, we're going to be going slow, as I do with everything. See if that pops up for everyone. It's a non-profit fan game. Okay, you guys can see it. That's good. Mind your ears, as I always say. Content warning. Take those seriously. Take them seriously. I'm going to really hope I can move this over to my secondary monitor. But I had to deal with this back when we played the prologue too. I'll move things if I must. But I'm a very stubborn man, so I will highly resist it until I absolutely have to. It's loading. Haha! Look at that! My saves from 2 years ago that I was talking about. Remember when I said it was almost to this, exactly to this day? 2 years ago? Look at that. Look at the accuracy I was working with. Look at that. Look at that. And the interesting thing was, I think these are obviously, these dates are correct when I played it, and then I think the VOD on YouTube of the stream got uploaded like 2 days later or 3 days later. It was the 19th. Let me try to do something here really quick. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I can't see chat. I can't see my OBS window. That's why I'm trying to get this over to fucking the other monitor. 1 second. Movement Bob. Voice volume. This is where I find out that I didn't actually download chapter 1. That would actually be very funny, right? What happens if I hit load game? Okay. See, part of me makes me think somehow I did download. It's like I didn't. Could you? It would have been the perfect start by me. No, I don't need to start a new game. I'm gonna make sure that because that would be actually very funny if, let me see. Don't mind me. I'm gonna keep this all in on the VOD. I mean, you gotta see exactly how the I was gonna say how the sausage is made, but I mean, it's just. Let me see what happens. One moment. What if? Let me see this. Once the folder's done, I'm just trying to make sure. Open the folder. Don't click the. I'm going to just out of interest. Everyone's interest. I'm going to re-download it and just see if something different happens. You know, just for a fun little, don't mind me. Don't mind me. This is completely normal for the channel. This is the advantage of being a VOD watcher on YouTube. I'm not going to do the work to cut the VOD and cut any of this out. But you can just use the little, what do you call it? Time bar? Skippy bar? Just fast forward to when you see the video come in. The actual game. Also, I kind of mentioned it before. They've updated the prologue, apparently. I'm not going to replay the prologue. I don't feel the need to. Unless I would be upset, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if they actually changed actual things. Like I said, my assumption is that it's just going to be updated like assets. But now let me go to downloads. Okay, I think we'll actually be good here. I don't know what I did before. I don't know what it is I downloaded before. Did I somehow did I pull the trigger too early? And did I actually download the actual previous file version? Like, did I download the prologue again? I was antsy. I'm telling you, I was so... If that's the case, I was just too excited, you know? I was too... Oh, I could have done second screen experience. Second screen experience? Where is my second screen? Second screen experience? Oh, it's fucking... I didn't... Because seeing loading bars is a fun time. Okay. Great. Now, let's see. Yeah. Well, now, yeah. See, okay. I'm gonna put the blame is on me. Okay. I think I somehow downloaded, even though I'm not gonna blame anyone else. I'm only gonna blame me. I think I re-downloaded somehow the prologue again. Okay, let's go. Although I will say, it was labeled. The files were labeled differently. I think. You know what? I'm willing to share the blame with someone, or I'll take all the blame. But when I downloaded them, it said like test something. It was like 1.2 or 1.3 test something. Part of me thinks maybe the wrong files were uploaded or something. You know what? I don't want to blame anyone. Trust me. I'm willing to share the blame with all parties involved, okay? Just a smooth 16 minutes into this, and we finally probably have the right copy of the game. Again, I'll take all the blame, but I'm also willing to share the blame. It seems like a fair deal. Man, this was, like I said, I played 2 years ago. I was 2 years younger. I sounded 2 years younger, I feel like, in the stream that I watched of myself. This is gonna be the same thing as I'm so ready. There we go. No, it's different. Look at that. Chapter select. Oh, it doesn't have. Okay. I was gonna say I can't easily. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't easily get it onto my second monitor without being lazy, so I'm just gonna, for this game, I'll make the exception. Also, the fucking is back. Like I said, when I watched my let me one moment. I have to move this over. One thing that I had noted during my Chapter 0 prologue playthrough, again, 2 years ago, I was so enthralled by the wah 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 sound effect. When I was playing, I loved it so much. And if you think I'm being dramatic, I fucked around with it so often. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Just fucking around with the buttons. Damn it. I fucked up. Here we go. Okay. I think we're good here then. Okay. So, like I said, I'll make the exception for this. For this and this game alone. I will awkwardly, I've got OBS on my other monitor and I'm so not used to, like, once you've been streaming for so long and you're so used to the setup of what you got going on and then you have to change it, you're like, ugh. It disgusts. Okay, here we go. Let's mess with this for a bit. Personal preference. I'm gonna change one more thing with the audio in OBS here. There we go. We'll probably have to fuck around with the audio once we get it in, but nothing new on that front. Okay. So yeah, this is obviously because now you can hit chapter select. Vows woven by stitches and needles. And then I never said what the chapter 1 is beneath the veil of hypocrisy. I was gonna say we should maybe like watch the like the trailer thing, but I assume maybe incorrectly. But the trailer that was released a couple days ago seemed a lot like an opening movie that we would maybe get when we start playing. But then I also thought maybe they put the intro movie into the chapter 0 thing. So if I just go into chapter 1, I don't know. So all in all, I'm doing a lot of yapping and not a lot of playing, but I'm trying to get this, set up here. If you found this video and you're like, oh, I'm here to experience a Danganronpa like story, and you're like, but wait, who are all these characters? I assume this game is going to assume that you saw and experienced somehow the prologue, because the prologue spent a lot of time doing the normal Danganronpa intro to characters and like their personality traits, and then also their ultimate things. So I'm going to assume then that for the gameplay experience, they're not going to rehash that all exactly in chapter 1. So my recommendation, if you're like just stumbled into this and you're wanting to see the character intros, you should go and experience chapter 0. Again, play it yourself, or you can find the videos on my YouTube of the VODs of me playing it. They'll all be, as I do with everything I play, it'll be in a playlist. I'll add this to the playlist of the other thing. It'll all be in one thing for your viewing pleasure, if you so choose like that. So we might not get the intro thing. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. Also, I gotta say, fucking take me back. The music in this is such a standout thing. The art is really good. The art is exquisite, but throughout me rewatching myself play the prologue, and then also rewatching like trailers and stuff for this, I was like, damn, this music is so good. So much so that after I watched, I had to like finish up work earlier today, and I was like, oh yeah, this music's like on streaming services too. And so then, as I was like finishing up work today, I listened to the music as well, so you could just listen to that. It was all good. It was all good. Oh, what happens if I... Oh, see? Look at that. Okay. So yeah, if you're like, huh? There's a thing? Yeah, this is like... This is a full-on Danganronpa experience. Where the full... I was gonna say, full Monty? Is that a phrase? I don't know what I'm saying with my... Alright, here we go. Enough talking. Normal is fine. What do I always say? Who am I trying to impress? Not you. For sure. Who am I trying to impress? I'm very excited. Don't get it twisted. I am very excited. Oh, here's the intro movie. Oh, this is good then. Now, technically, like I said, I already watched this, but then it's good if other people get to see this. I could probably stand to turn it up a bit more, so I apologize. But I'll have to do that after. Actually, let's see if I can do it in the middle of this. Hopefully nothing breaks while I do this. There, turn it up a bit more. my voices for all the characters were super shitty 2 years ago. So it's good to see nothing has changed whenever I have to voice and read any characters. It's what we call consistency. Consistency throughout the years. Also, I'll just come out and say I'm very into her. You know what? I'm not even gonna... I did. I almost kind of forgot she was a character until I rewatched my playthrough of the prologue. And I was like, oh yeah. Our main antagonist has like a right-hand person. She's like, this guy gun. And is very mysterious. And I'm very much, I'm into mysterious people. Just in general. Just vibes-wise. I'm not even saying, like, necessarily, like, in a weird or creepy or any kind. I'm into mysterious people. All kinds of mysterious people out there. I don't know what I'm saying. It's end of the week, you know. Damon, I was the one to take the elevator back up. So this is right after the prologue, it seems. Yeah, this is jumping right after the prologue. The prologue had, again, I won't spoil anything about the prologue because you should go and watch it. But it had its own, it was a good random sampler of the full Danganronpa experience of, obviously, like I said, meeting all the characters and all, getting introduced to their personalities and their ultimates, and then had an investigation and a trial phase. And as far as I could tell, this chapter 1 is going to take that same experience and stretch it and introduce more things even. It's all very impressive. Something I said then and something an ethos I've always said, it's like, it's fucking hard to like make a game. There are so many moving parts and so many people and team sizes and what, you know, this is a fan game. It's not like this is their number one job. Probably everyone who has touched this and worked on this, like, this is all like the fact that like it's hard to make a fucking game in general when it's your like actual day-to-day job. Let alone now it's like you're increasing the difficulty of that because it's like something that's just like a passion project kind of thing. Anyway, I digress. That Tozu man mentioned something about dorm rooms. Do you know my terrible Tozu impression? I don't even remember exactly, even though I just watched it earlier today. The voice is out one ear. I'm just bad at like impression, like immediately hearing a voice and then trying to replicate it. The actual voice work is also another excellent thing that I remember or not even remember, but also experienced in the prologue. Again, even today. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you. The only area to fit that description was this hallway. Are the other students already in their rooms? I'm laughing because Jet, he has like a helmet on, and so he has a muffled voice when he says stuff. And then I think I was doing like a shitty like covering my mouth as I was doing it. And even at the time when I was listening to myself do that from 2 years ago, I was listening to it today. I was like, that was a funny joke gag like once, but I just kept doing it. I was like, this is actually annoying to have to listen to. So I'm gonna not cover my mouth now. I now, from the viewing experience, I get to see how bad that was. Achoo!
Stop sneezing so damn loud!
Oh, it's being voiced. So it's true, what Tozo said. There's a dorm prepared for each of us. I wonder where mine is. Oh, okay, let me move my keyboard here around. Perfect. Yes. Oh, look how nice the names are. I don't know, like, there's a part of me that's like, well, I just want to look around the environments. I'm no joke. I'm not just fucking, like, saying this for the sake of saying it. Like, I'm mighty impressed with not only this, but just, like, anyone just putting together a project. And, so, like, part of me wants to, like, go around and actually, like, experience it all and see it all. And this must be edgy modern art or something. Or something. A fancy-looking woman wearing a crow mask. Not something you see every day. I know we just started, but I get dev time is hard. I was thinking about that's the small thing I was thinking about because when I first realized that the prologue, and I played the prologue 2 years ago, I was like, man, I really hope it's not another 2 years for us to get chapter 2. Because if we get a chapter every 2 years, well, I'd completely understand. I'm already so fucking old. And, like, the thought, my mind immediately envisioned, like, a land where I'm, like, finally seeing the end of this. And I'm, like, 40. And I was like, oh, man. Like, I'll tell you what. I'm probably not streaming by the time I'm 40. I mean, maybe I am. You know, maybe, actually, you know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna rule it out. But I don't envision myself still booting out the old stream when I'm that old, you know? Oh, I like this. Huh. I've seen this painting before. Well, the version without the mask. It was ages ago, during middle school, I think. My class visited a really fancy museum. All this time I've been remembering the man as a jester. Doesn't even have the right clothes. He's not even dressed appropriately. A fucking sham. Laundry room. This definitely wasn't where I needed to be. Well, not with that attitude.
I see.
Looks like this is it. I should have clicked on the other room to see if something would have happened, right? Whoops. That's fine. Oh, look, a chess set. The room was filled with expensive-looking furniture. In the very back, I could see there was even a bathroom.
Jeez.
This is really nice. It's a lot of work for a kidnapping, or, quoting our kidnapper himself, a game. Which is all the more reason to be wary. Before I even think about resting my eyes, I should search this place for anything dangerous. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, can I... Ah, okay. Oh, we got like a sonar going on. I was gonna try to see, how do I access a menu? I want to turn down this sensitivity seems high to me, but oh, hot. On the wall was a pinup calendar of a celebrity. What the hell? Am I being messed with? It's pretty sexy, I'll admit, but it's also not what I want to look at during a killing game. See, that's the opposite of me. During a killing game, if I was participating in one, this is exactly what I want to be looking at, you know? Just saying. It's a bed. It looks somewhat comfortable at the very least. Eh? These books weren't books at all. They were props made to resemble them. Now it's like when you go to like IKEA and you like find those like uncanny valley like props, and you're like, this seems off. What a waste of a good bookshelf. I get that physical books are expensive, but so what is yeah, podium. Why was a podium in the room? I don't plan to receive an active audience here. Sensitivity. Like whipping my mouse around.
That's...
Ooh, what the hell? Inside the wardrobe were around 20 replicas of my outfit. How was that possible? This blazer's tailor-made. My parents sewed the pattern. Desk. Desk. There were some sticky notes and pens inside one of the drawers. I'm actually probably not going to want to get too far into this tonight, because like I said, I do want to put at least a little bit of time into Type 0. So I would expect, you know, some streams of this throughout the week, I would imagine. And also don't expect this one to go super long here. Camera. A camera hung from the roof of the passageway. No matter where I stood in the room, it swiveled around to look at me. Must be equipped with a motion detector. The bathroom was more in line with what I expected from our kidnappers. Dull, cramped, anything but glamorous. Wait, did this toilet have its own remote control? Damn, never mind what I said. Doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious. Jeez, picking apart this room made me even more tired. I really don't want to sleep here, but... Sigh. As I grumbled to myself, I turned to lock the door. Rattle.
Eh?
Don't tell me... Rattle.
Damn it.
Damn it, the lock is broken. Did one of those masked people do this? Those assholes. I grabbed one of the chairs in the room and jammed it under the door handle. It wasn't exactly safe, but it was good enough for now. Today has already been crazy enough, and now I have to worry about dying. Hopefully whoever decides to kill first will go after one of the more naive students. Maybe the makeup girl. She seems like an easy target. Damn, calling out. It's interesting because, I mean, when we think back to, like, the Danganronpa series proper, like, maybe as a way to really, like, God, how do I want to word it? Like, all three of the main protagonists we play as through the three main games are, like, very, unsure and, sheepish. Maybe not the right words I'm looking for, but they're very like unsure of themselves is kind of what I'd say, and not like, and then like Damon here a bit more bold and brash, a bit more like, I mean, it's interesting to see him be like, well, I hope you know, one of the easy targets is killed, kind of thing. Like, it's interesting. It's a bit more, no, I don't want to say more interesting or anything, but it's something we hadn't, in my recollection, like, that we'd seen with in the other pro tags that we've played as. Without bothering to take off my shoes, I walked over to the bed and laid down. Not the makeup girl. Why was this happening to me? I thought today would be the greatest opportunity of my life. I thought I was finally going to be with my people. Why did it turn out like this? Again, I would say what would explain this is kind of like the setup in the prologue that we got. So if you're like, what does he mean he would be with his people or whatever? You have to see the prologue. I don't want to die here. I want to go home. I want my mom and dad. But the people running this game seem to be extremely meticulous. There's no way they'll be caught by the police. At least, not before some of us are already dead. That stupid lawyer had no idea what he was talking about. It's only a matter of time until something happens. Only a matter of time. Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
Welcome to the inner world, my star benefactors.
Oh?
Your mere existence alone has blessed you with the opportunity to have a one-on-one with me, your cherished host, Tozu.
This is like, I assume this is supposed to mimic the Monokuma, fuck, what were they called? Like, the little interstitial moments you would have, like, in between, like, days and stuff.
Now, restless as you may be, don't move an inch. The show shall start. Maybe tomorrow. I'm getting the last-second jitters. Alas, the best things in life come later rather than sooner. After all, the chicken tends to enjoy the anticipation more than the final product. And you,
I'm always saying that.
yes, you are the chicken. Perhaps I should switch career paths.
Ah, ding dong bing pong.
Hello, my amicable student friends. It is now 8 a.m. I trust you all had a good sleep?
No.
Of course you didn't. You were just rudely interrupted by our very first morning announcement. Yes, this will be a reoccurring feature of the killing game. Best get used to it.
Hey, at least he's setting our expectations.
The silent crowd, huh? Maybe I should invest in adding a laugh track.
Click. The sound of a familiar bell stirred me awake, just in time for me to catch Tozu's bizarre wake-up call.
Huh?
Regular morning announcements? Dun, dun, dun.
Eh?
All of a sudden, from the other side of my door, dun, 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 someone was knocking.
Hello?
Hey, who's there? Police, open up! We know you're harboring a fugitive breakdancer. Come out with your hands up and your shoelaces untied. Oh, it's just the pro gamer girl. I'm not in the mood to come out. Leave me alone. That's good. Looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. I heard her draw in a deep breath, and then... Excellent. Bang! The door swung open and sent the chair that was holding it flying.
Yo!
Hey, yo!
This isn't funny.
You kicked my door open?
Hey, hey!
I said to open up, didn't I?
Check it out!
Anyways, it's John. That was Jean. Jean told me to find everyone. He wants us all to meet in that dining hall looking place.
That's...
The one with the kitchen?
Yep.
Yup.
Great!
So, if you don't mind, it would be super great if you could go there. I wouldn't want to get on Jean's bad side. It looks mad intimidating, you know?
Ugh.
Fine, I'll go.
Just follow me!
Sweet, see you there. She turned her back to me and made a beeline for someone else's door. Jeez, a girl with serious problems. Cassidy's suggestion sounded less than stellar, but at the same time, not attending would look pretty bad. She said to go to the dining hall place, right? If it meant avoiding questions on the line, then it's best I just relent. How do I, Oh, no. So yeah, just hit escape. 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 I'm gonna make one more adjustment here. Mind. There we go. Just slightly. Alright. So what, are we rounding up the squad?
Yep.
What better way to kick off the day than with some doorbuster action?
Level up.
Kia! Let's aim for the top, or the knob if you want to be efficient. She won't get on anyone's good side acting like that. As annoyed as I am, it's best I go to the dining hall. Oh, she's already got it. Okay. I misunderstood. I misunderstood the assignment. What is down here? Oh. Ah. Dining hall, dining hall, dining hall, laundry room, dining hall, dining hall, dining hall, dining hall. Can I, let me see something. I'm curious. Oh, there is a run. Look at that. I probably knew that there was one. Oh, here's our guy. Ulysses. Ulysses was observing the janitor closet curiously.
I must take note of this.
I see. So the janitor closet has been locked.
Eh?
Locked?
Yes.
Yes. I wanted to see for myself if Tozu was speaking the truth, and the crime scene from yesterday had been cleaned. But I can't enter the room. Guess there's something in there that we aren't supposed to see. That would be the most reasonable conclusion. Of course, now we're left with the obvious question. What exactly was inside the janitor closet? I could probably spend all day trying to figure it out. For all I know, the dummy's being stored in there. Either way, we clearly weren't allowed inside, and I wasn't about to challenge that decision. Not after watching that golfer woman come so close to death. And she was shot at. Alright, I'm gonna start hitting some buttons real quick. Don't mind me. You can hear me just typing away. None of those did anything. Okay, cool. I tried. What if I hit this? 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 What if I hit that? Or this, or this, or this? I mean, there's gotta be a fucking... There's gotta be a menu button. And my dumbass probably is pressing everything but the right button. Should have looked up controls or something prior to starting. Ah! I found it. I should have known. I literally was pressing everything but the one, like, kind of obvious button. I need the text display speed just a bit faster, I think. Yeah, this is about fast. That's the one thing I really wanted to change. Yes. Good. Let's create a save just to be good. What's the backlog look like? Nice. Backlog looking nice. Okay. Yeah, I was literally hitting everything but the F1 button, so that's on me. As someone who doesn't PC game super frequently, and when I do, I usually use a controller that has an options button generally. Yeah. No, that's not the where I. Because what probably is the case, right? F1 probably is the most an obvious pause button kind of thing, or menu button. But I'm not some PC playing. How can I insult PC players? Troglodyte, you know? Generally, unless absolutely forced to. It's Diana.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Damon.
Hey.
Hey, do you have a calendar in your room? A calendar? Do you? Or do you? He was asking. Yeah, he's like, do you? Mm-hmm. I see. Is your calendar also themed? Oh, yeah, around horses.
Huh?
Horses. It's all photos of a girl horseback riding in different places. Beautiful places, too. Oh. Then why the hell did I get what I got? That's a good bit. That's a good joke. Mine's also got horses. Oh, really?
Huh?
What's the problem? Nothing. It's just funny. Because the girls I've spoken to all say their calendars have the horse girl, while the guys all say theirs has a male celebrity. Except you. Haha. Right. You fucking fool, Damon. You fucking fool. I love Winona. Upon entering the room, I instantly felt the disapproving gazes of the other Ultimates. They were clearly still bitter about what happened yesterday. I walked over to the main table and grabbed a seat, trying to ignore their stares. Behind me, I heard Cassidy arriving with the final few students.
Check it out.
That should be everyone. Much appreciated, Cassidy.
How we feeling?
All right, everyone, listen up. I have some exciting news to share. Have you discovered something? Last night, I decided to leave my dorm and do some exploring. I can't help but do a voice for him. I investigated every part of this academy with the exception of your room, Snatch.
You think?
You don't seem tired after doing that. It's nothing I'm not used to. Once you've pulled enough all-nighters, the difference between night and day starts to become meaningless.
Hi.
Anyways, back to my story. The first oddity I encountered was the janitor closet. For some reason, it's now been locked shut. Locked? Do you think something dangerous is being kept in there? What? Something dangerous?
Really?
Yikes, talk about jumping to the worst possible conclusion.
Hold your horses.
Nah, she makes a good point. It's nigh impossible to gauge a place you haven't explored. All I can tell you is that we can't enter. Can't enter, and we'd be unwise to try.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheesh.
In other words, the only means of entry is by brute force, which you already know isn't taken kindly. What happened next? You said this was the first oddity, so you must have found a secret.
That's right.
Not just found, explored.
Oh, really?
Take a breather.
There I was, in the room with a big tree, searching for an escape route, searching every nook and cranny, when I noticed one of the shutter doors was open. It was open. What did you find? What did I find? Haha! I'm not about to spoil the surprise.
Man.
Seriously, man? Don't worry, I fully intend to show you what lies beyond those shutters. I was only able to skim over it before dawn arrived, but
Leave it to me.
today we can explore it together. The tree is a bit of a hike to reach, but if we leave now, we can... Beep, beep, beep.
Huh?
His words were interrupted by an unexpected series of high-pitched beeps.
Whoa.
Hey, did everyone's watches just make a high-pitched noise? What? Yeah, are we about to get zapped? I think we'd have felt an electric shock by now. So, what was that little ding for? We looked at each other with puzzled expressions, then cautiously activated our watches. Activated? Oh. Huh. Grace. Grace is, the golfer, right? If I remember correctly. So, I put on a really bad accent for her whenever I read the lines in the prologue. I was trying so fucking hard. Back 2 years ago, that fateful day. Am I looking at a map? I'm not gonna try too hard. I can't. Sure enough, each watch had been fitted with an interactable map. Was this some kind of automated update? Look, if you zoom in close enough, the names of the rooms will load. How thoughtful of our kidnappers. Dining hall, laundromat. Yep, it really is a layout of this building. Whoa, turns out we were right in the money calling this room a dining hall.
Ooh.
Ooh, is this the place John's acting so hush-hush about? She pointed to a region of the map which resembled the building with the tree. All 5 shutter doors are outlined, and behind one of them appeared to be a large multi-room area. Alpha Sanctuary. The position does line up. Odd choice of name, though. Alpha Sanctuary. So the room we found doesn't match its description? Considering our captors are the ones assigning names, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or concerned.
Man.
This watch would be better if you could make cute emojis or check your running distance.
No kidding.
It's really not much of a watch. It doesn't even tell you what time it is.
Don't get it mixed up.
Hey, do we know if it's actually 8 a.m.? The few clocks around here seem easy to sabotage. Maybe they're gonna try and mess with our sleep schedules.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. I do feel especially cantankerous today.
That ain't it.
Oh, the announcement seemed accurate. My internal clock is pretty strong and I did stay awake for most of last night.
Aye.
But let's circle back to the actual topic at hand, our new area of interest. With a map at everyone's disposal, it'll be even easier to find. I say that's a sign for this crew to set sail. May as well.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Still, let's be cautious when we enter. For all we know, the people running this operation might have planted something dangerous.
Okay.
We won't know until we check for ourselves. Let's go.
Pardon me.
Just a moment. Meh? Are we able to trust those two? He pointed to Eva and I. Are you trying to keep us out of the investigation? That seems awfully suspicious. Or she says that seems. I am only being mindful of my peers. Forcing them to put up with a threatening person or thing would be morally dishonest.
Let's see.
And on the subject of dishonesty, let's be clear, it was not me sowing discourse last night. Isn't that right, Eva? Flashback. In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you resort to murder. Trying to crush our spirits during such a vulnerable moment. And how could anyone forget his input? He nodded in my direction. The other students immediately turned to stare like cats following a string toy. Damon could have at least kept his opinions to himself. My bad. Damon could have at least kept his opinions to himself. But instead... This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. He's got some bite to him. He belittled everyone's talent in order to elevate his own.
Unfortunately.
Clearly, neither of these two have our best interests at heart.
I see.
It's true, having the ultimate liar around during our investigation would make some people here uncomfortable. Also, I'm trying to, obviously my memory's not the best, but like I'm trying to think back. The difference I was saying between the main Danganronpa games protagonists and now Damon here is that like pretty early on in most of the other games, like the protagonist you play as does become the de facto like, hey, most people kind of trust what you say and you know the direction you take conversations and stuff. So it's like interesting at least here at the start to have like this rocky relationship between most of the group and then the protagonist and then what's her name, Eva? It's a slight different, you know? It's true, having the ultimate lie around during our investigation would make some people here uncomfortable.
Oi!
Oi! More than that, she'll probably use her skeevy talent to try and mess with our heads. That's as good as you're gonna get here. Just the slight tinge of bad accent. Personally, I'd be happier if she and Damon remained here.
Let's see.
Perhaps someone else could stay and keep an eye on them. Not it. Damn, you hate them that much?
Hell no!
Dude, I don't hate them. It's just, babysitting is hard work, you know? That's what my babysitters always told me, at least. I think it's okay if Eva and Damon come along. Huh?
Hold on.
You aren't wary of them, Miss Venetia? Venetia? Just because they have different opinions doesn't mean they're bad people. They clearly want the same thing as the rest of us, right? They want to go home. So, I think it's okay to give them a chance. It's kind of like that thing they say in court. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, right?
What about...
Yeah, Eva could use her talent to figure out the mysteries. Lies and mysteries seem at least tangentially related, don't they? I suppose it's not a huge deal, as long as they don't interfere.
Correct.
I have no intention of doing so. If you want to take precautions, we can investigate in small groups. That way everyone can keep tabs on each other. Sounds like a great idea. Let's go! Oh, now that's the energy I'm looking for. That's about it, crew. You ready to head off and explore? Such accurate personality where that guy is like, Jean is definitely wanting to like lead the group, and I already explored everything. Follow me, crew, team. I'm definitely not a pirate. Kai says, so long as you don't pair me with anyone weird.
Leave it to me.
Whatever floats your boat, follow me! People slowly trickled out of the dining hall, heading towards the room with the tree. Alpha Sanctuary, huh? As much as I didn't want to tag along with the others, I was curious to see what this new place was all about. Considering Jean's reaction to it, it couldn't be anything dangerous, could it? Chishiko was sitting at the dining table, staring indignantly at a bowl of cereal in front of her.
Hello?
Hey, why are you still here? Is a lady not allowed to feel properly fed and rested before her next venture? You haven't even touched your cereal. Look closely at the bowl. What do you see inside? Cornflakes?
Indeed.
Indeed. Yet what does the cereal box depict?
Unacceptable!
Honey nuts! A photo of them superimposed under the words. Yes, honey nuts. How am I to enjoy a cereal that does not disclose its own ingredients? Perhaps something dastardly lurks within these auburn flakes. I've never liked cornflakes myself, but she's in way over her head. Now that I think about it, I hadn't even thought about touching the kitchen in this place. If Toshiko was able to eat something and still be standing, then I guess that's a good enough sign that the food here is safe. Let's talk to this chatty Kathy over here. Right when I click on him, dots.
Hi.
Are you going to check out the room John found? Eventually. I just need a minute. Sure. How, expressive. Look at a bunch of, posters and shit. It turns out this kitchen really was made for us. Sofa. I am sure. I'm positive. Okay, so I'm curious. If I go, okay. Just checking things. Does everyone have a different, like, gemstone thing on top of their nameplates? Seems like that, right? It's a nice little detail. I think it's downstairs, I would assume. Stupid close-up. Stupid close-up. Okay, it's probably not downstairs, but I mean, fuck it. We're exploring. They're like, Damon, where are you going? Nowhere. I want to check out the laundry room. I like conversing with other students.
Come on.
Do you want something? No, not really.
Anyway.
Are you on your way to the new room?
Nope.
I'd say I'm still hesitant. Everyone is so willing to blindly follow one man. Seems these people desperately need someone to look up to.
Well,
What can you do? What can you do indeed? I don't know. Good old courtyard.
Pardon me.
Eloise, are you alright?
Oh,
Yeah, I just need to relax.
There's no need to worry.
If you'd allow it, I'd be happy to walk you over to the room. It's fine. You can go ahead without me. If it were up to her, she'd be going nowhere. Don't make her go. She will make her way. To the tree room. Why is the shutter closed? I was sure I left it open. The pirate pressed both his hands against the shutter door and attempted to heave it open with only his strength. But the door didn't budge an inch. Ugh. Without something to grip onto, there's no getting past. So, this was all for nothing? I could try kicking it down, but that'll surely get me a zap. Or worse, catch the attention of... Oh! I've been upstaged! Huh? Whoa!
villain!
You! Stay away, villain! It seems a pirate. Honestly, I love how fucking, for lack of a better term, camp Tozu is. Like, you know what? Just make the villain super extra. You might as well. It's an interesting character trait, you know? Like, again, I hate to always compare to main Danganronpa or anything, but obviously Monokuma and the like is very unhinged and obnoxious in the best of ways, generally, right? But like Tozu being this like again, maybe not the most accurate words, but more flamboyant or like I said, campy, kind of like over the top extra, just seems like an interesting personality to give. Because again, in a sense, we're in a death game, and so you're getting the benefit of like that contrast between this kind of like this personality versus the actual dire situation that the kids are in, right? It offers that nice contrast. It seems the pirate went ahead and told everyone about the shutter door.
Terrible.
Vagabond.
Terrible.
Vagabond. Attention seeker. A succulent meal. That's a voice I'm channeling, apparently. As the host, I'm supposed to be the one who introduces new areas. Now, Anything I say will seem like an afterthought. I wasn't expecting basic etiquette from the likes of you. But I'm a ship captain, not a pirate.
Seriously?
That's what you focus on? Oh well, I should look on the bright side.
Twist.
There are still 2 very important pieces of information that none of you know about.
Oh, really?
Go on then, tell us. First of all, I see you have noticed the new map feature.
Done.
Well done for being on the ball. As a token of appreciation, follow me to introduce its sister feature.
The show must go on.
The rules and regulations. Any self-respecting game needs them after all. Rules and regulations. Beep, beep, beep. 1. All students or unwilling participants of the killing game must live at Eden's Garden Academy until the headmaster grants them release. 2. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game property, such as the cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply. May apply? 3. Students are prohibited from harming Tozu or Mara. Students will not be harmed if they obey the rules and regulations. 4. Any student who is responsible for another student's death is considered blackened. All other students are considered spotless. Once a student is killed, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. No skipsies. 6. At the end of the class trial, a vote will take place to determine who is the blackened. All killing game participants will have 1 vote. 7. If the majority vote goes towards a blackened student, then they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue for all remaining students. This is where I show my fucking dumbness, but wasn't the whole thing... Isn't... In the main Danganronpa series, don't they have to be unanimous votes? Except for obviously the 1 vote that would be like a... Is this different in that it's just majority rule? Was it technically majority rule in the first game too? Or in the main games? That's why my memory like sucks. For some reason in my head I'm thinking like it was... The thing was it had to be everyone, because everyone had to be convinced. Like that was the whole main thing, was like... You gotta convince everyone. So it's an interesting distinction. I don't know if it's 100% intentional, but it would be an interesting distinction if the majority vote thing ends up playing into the story. Whether in this chapter or later on. Because it actually opens up more possibilities of potentially more interesting things happening. Even something as basic as like, oh shit, let's say you have just a random number, but 10 people voting, and like it's such a close thing, and it's like 6-4, and then like you can build interesting story moments off of that. That's just the easiest kind of example, but I don't know. I'd be curious to see if sometime during the story, just that it has to be majority is something interesting happens from that. But maybe I'm just reading too much into a simple word choice. 8. If the majority vote goes towards a spotless student, then all spotless students will be executed, and the remaining blackened will be granted release. 9. Students who violate the rules and regulations will be punished accordingly. 10. New rules may be added at any time and will come into effect immediately. Naturally.
How?
Rules for a killing game?
Why the long face?
Of course. We are civilized folk, are we not?
Get out.
Civilized folk don't kidnap people and force them to kill each other. That's not true at all. You're probably too young to know, but there was a funny little experiment involving 24 students in a prison. Even so, those fake guards didn't kill people.
Pathetic.
Shush, shush, shush. We're not having this debate again. What was that yesterday about logic jumping ship? Now for the second, more exciting news. You see, a very interesting secret is lurking beyond this door.
Plot twist.
A secret which could spell the difference between life and death. Huh? The difference between life and death? What do you mean by that? Nope, not telling. If you're curious to know more about the secret, you'll have to find it yourself. By the way, the sooner you find it, the better. I'm itching for some exciting developments. Slow burn works better as a form of medieval torture than a writing style, if you ask me.
That was very...
As someone who studies deranged people for a living, you've outdone many of them.
Who? Me?
Truly? Why, thank you.
Moving on.
Anyway, I'll be off now. Afterthoughts like me can't take up too much screen time.
Hold your horses.
Hold on. What about the shutter door? Can we not open it again? No need to worry. I have that handled.
Morning.
Have fun, everyone. Be sure to regularly check your Tozu trinkets for new updates. Whistling a cheery tune to himself, the masked man strolled away and out of sight.
Weird.
Did I hear that right? Tozu trinket? He must mean the stupid watches we're wearing.
Whatever.
Talk about an ugly name. I'm sticking to watch.
Hey.
Hey. I'm not calling it a fucking Tozu trinket. It's like when people are like, actually, the website is called X. Oh, you mean Twitter? I'm not calling fucking X Twitter. Actually. Deanna says, hey, what about the other thing you said? Apparently, there's an important secret behind the shutter door. Does this mean another treasure hunt?
Yep.
Woohoo! Count me in!
Whoa.
Did you even listen to that goat guy? He said the secret could be the difference between life and death. That's not something to run headfirst into.
Doubt it.
He probably just said that to spook us. We don't even know what the secret is. Which is why we should exercise caution. Look around you. We're in a killing game. Whatever's been prepared is definitely dangerous.
Tisk.
If it's enough to make that Toes man excited, it can't be good news.
Right.
Exactly. For all we know, he could have planted a bomb or something.
Hold on.
Planting a bomb would defeat the purpose of this game, wouldn't it? Tozu's goal is to toy with us, so we should assume everything within this killing game exists for that reason.
Kind of like...
Then, this secret...
Stay calm.
It is simply a tool to manipulate us. Also, I don't know if I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna throw out, I think it would be fun. I'm really bad at picking things. I always say very bad at picking deaths and victims and killers in all the Danganronpa games. I have been very bad. You'd have to go check my track record when I was playing like V3. But like, I'll throw this out here. Just vibes wise. I'm gonna say that that either... Ooh, I was just like odd one out. I get to pick two. I think Grace or Music Guy. I'm terrible with names, but the one who barely talks, music producer, dies first and is killed by what is it? What is she? She's like the ultimate she's got like a southern almost voice to her. If I hit I can actually find her. She talked recently, didn't she? Let me see. Her. Ingrid. That's the name. I'm so bad with names just in general. Especially until we eliminate like a little handful of people. Ingrid. I think Ingrid's gonna be the killer in chapter 1. Heard it here first. Anyway, Wolfgang says, it is simply a tool to manipulate us. Fortunately, it was also where our resistance against the killing game can begin. What do you mean? Horrible noise. Suddenly, as if in direct response to Wolfgang's declaration. Oh, it's opening?
Yo!
Hey, the shutter door opened. The shutter was now gone, revealing a hallway on the other side. At the very end, I could see a huge metallic door with a bright red alpha symbol painted over it.
Check it out!
Hey! Check it out! This matches what we saw on the map. Is this the sanctuary? Aye, according to the map. As to whether or not this place is true to its name, well, it's probably better I just show you inside. Follow me. Is it really a good idea to approach that door?
I'm sure.
Yes, I think it's best we listen to Jean's directions for now.
Seriously?
You want to investigate? Didn't you just say we should resist the killing game?
Trust in the process.
It is not the act of investigating that matters, but our reason for investigating. Our resistance against the killing game begins when we refuse Tozu's bait. So long as we expel a secret from our minds, exploring should come at no cost to our safety.
Just like my video games.
That's a good voice line. Hell yeah! We're gonna be rating this like we're on the Dreadnought. Okay, so now we're getting a good look. So yeah, I would assume that we're probably gonna be able to, these different doors will open up. You got the alpha, you got the fucking beta. This is putting my things to the test. This is delta. Fucking E. You know, all the doors. So I assume it looks like maybe we get like access to one of these each chapter. Just beyond this door was the elevator to the trial room. How long until we use it again? Like that face. Interesting. At the end of the hallway loomed a mysterious iron door. In a way, its appearance was almost comical. Everything about it, from the scale to the color, had as much subtlety as a supervillain's lair in a kid's show. Of course, whatever lurked behind this door probably wasn't something to laugh at. Everyone here? Alright. He wrapped both hands tightly around the handle. Oh, what could it be? And heaved open the door with a grunt. Immediately, the rest of us crowded around to get a glimpse inside. Weapons. I'm gonna guess weapons. Oh. I wanted it to be like a big like weapons closet. Just wall to wall of just like any weapon imaginable. Is this a pharmacy?
Oi!
Oi! It is a pharmacy. Doesn't first aid defeat the point of a killing game?
No.
That's assuming people use this pharmacy for good. You mean? It's no wonder Jean was so secretive. Jean. Who knows what kind of dangerous drugs are lurking inside?
Hell no!
And we should stay clear of this place, right? Not exactly. It's like what Wolfgang said earlier. All we're doing is investigating our surroundings. If everyone's on the same page with this pharmacy, it'll be easier to notice if something goes missing. So what you're saying is, if we know the dangers, we'll also know the precautions to take? It's either that or be vulnerable. This door doesn't come with a lock. The shutter's probably being operated by Tozu and his lady friend.
Hold on.
Do you really think one of us would steal something dangerous from the pharmacy? I'd hope not, but better to be safe than sorry. In any case, let's ignore the secret nonsense and focus on exploring the pharmacy. How about we return here in an hour? Aye? Aye. We can share our findings then. Yep, sounds good. Remember guys, make sure to stay on alert for anything dangerous. If I catch one of you trying to pocket something suspicious, you're dead. Word choice, Miss Madison. With cautious yet determined expressions, the students entered the newly opened pharmacy. Giving everyone unrestricted access to medication sounded like a disaster in the making. But having already evoked the group's ire after speaking my mind before, I wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. I'll just stay quiet, let them do their thing. After all, less people are looking for that very interesting secret, the better my chances are of finding it. The difference between life or death, huh? Damn, he's so into the game. He's so into it. He is determined. Again, it's a slightly different dynamic than like what we'd get with protagonists in the other games. Like in the other game, protagonists are like, yeah, let's fucking work together, and you know, our power is gonna be through trusting each other and all this. And Damon seems, I don't want to say the complete opposite, but he's like, well, I'm kind of like, I don't trust you guys just as much as you don't trust me, and if I want to make sure that I I survive this kind of thing, like, I can only look out for myself, you know, like, it's kind of like, the person I can look out for the most is myself kind of thing, and maybe that's where we get, like, character growth as either the chapter or the story continues, where it's like, oh, he changes his mindset, and he's not like that as we go on, or he realizes that, like, he can't be thinking like that, you know? Whatever the case is. Entering the pharmacy was like being transported to early modern Europe. Instead of retail shelves, dozens of cabinets lined the walls. Through the glass, I could see old bottles and vials. To the back of the room, 2 exits framed either side of the wall. Although the floor wasn't tiled, it had been painted to look that way. And the ceiling above had been engraved with complicated patterns.
Jeez.
Definitely unlike a modern pharmacy. The map indicated there were rooms beyond this area. Where should I go first? Where should I go first? Wait, what was the question mark? What is this? I've got a nagging feeling I overlooked something. I should keep investigating. Oh, whatever this is, should I not? Despite everything about this place looking old-fashioned, there wasn't a single speck of dust on the glass. Mark. Mark is his name. Mark. Mark. What the heck is this? Some sort of wired contraption? Oh, I got a glimpse of whatever this thing was. Boom. Boom. Look at all this stuff. Kai pointed out the shelves, which were lined with an assortment of different medicines. There's way too many drugs here. What if someone uses it for something bad?
That's...
Like a murder plot?
No, seriously.
Huh? Well, true, but I was talking about tripping out. What if someone downs an entire bottle just to get high? There's no opioid emergency center or anything here. Better hope everyone here has high tolerance.
Seriously.
That's what you're concerned about?
Um,
Yeah, tons of people can get easily addicted. I'm telling you, this is a whole can of worms that'll lead to havoc. I've seen it firsthand. Oh, the reason it's question marks is I thought I was clicking this, but it's actually the doors behind. I understand.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Who cares?
Nothing. Did he shoot me a dirty look? Nice talking with you, Mark. You know what? Maybe Mark is the first who's killed.
Hiya.
Hiya. Mind talking for a sec?
Hello?
I'm surprised you want to talk to me at all.
Oh,
Because of what happened yesterday? Nonsense.
now would you look at that?
I don't let the past affect today's judgments. It would drive me crazy.
Anyway,
what do you want?
Help a lady out, will you?
Could you start leaving your dirty laundry outside your room every morning?
huh?
What? Why? So I can collect it. There's a laundry room here, isn't there? May as well use
I
it.
see.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
What now?
What now? Well, I'd like to propose a question.
Oh, embarrassing.
It's a bit of an embarrassing one, but do you think you could help with the laundry? I mean, there's a lot of you, so I know I could use an additional hand.
Huh?
Why me? Well, that cute little suit of yours is very well kept. You must have plenty of experience under your belt, right? You don't need to word it like that.
Oh, so cute.
So, what do you say? What should I do? Should I help Ingrid with the laundry duties? Yeah, why not?
It's not cute.
Sure, I can help. Aw, shucks, thank you. I'll let you know when I need you. You can bring a friend too if you want.
Seriously.
Don't have any friends here. I've only been here a day.
Tisk.
Then get off your butt and start making connections. They could help you out later down the line. Don't underestimate the people around you, you hear? Did I already talk to Wolfgang? I don't think I did.
Curious.
All this medication is out in the open. Anyone could easily grab what they wanted. Maybe we should try locking this place up. Ah,
No matter.
no, that won't be necessary.
Eh?
Huh? But didn't you just... I was merely stating a fact, not implying anything. I'm very confident no one will misuse what is available here.
Trust in the process.
You should be confident too. He may say that now, but his expression earlier told a different story. Walking. Okay, her accent. Yeah, that I can't. That crazy goat bastard and his lackey constantly screwing me over. Tch, don't even think about getting into my dorm room, you hear? It's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm doing such a disservice. I am such bad at voices and impressions and shit. I'm just trying my best. I'll fight anyone who tries. Man, woman, gremlin, I don't give a shit. Her voice changed over like 5 times at that one sentence. I'm not going to test her on that. A horrid reader. Oi, shrimp, hear me out, will ya? Jet called out for me from a row of cabinets.
What now?
What do you want? Ugh. It's these darn cabinets. I'm trying to sort through them, but the bottom one's stuck like a camel in a sandpit. Ugh, and I really don't want to ask that golfer lady for help. I know you ain't that strong, but could you help me pull it open?
Hey.
What the hell? I am strong. Is that a yes?
My man.
Great, put your hand here. Jet guided my hand to the lower cabinet. 3, 2, 1.
Show me what you got.
Pull! We both pulled on cue, and the cabinet opened.
Damn.
There's nothing.
Whoops.
Huh? That's disappointing. All that effort for nothing.
Adios.
Looks like I gotta search elsewhere. See ya! All that effort and not even a thank you? This guy sucks. This guy fucking sucks. Tall laboratory cabinets lined the walls of the room. Behind the glass, I could see dozens of potted plants. Those plants aren't real, are they? Your typical lab table equipped with a sink and a Bunsen burner. I'm kind of curious if the Bunsen burner worked. Is there still stuff that I should be finding in here? Let me see. Plants? Giant plants? Oh. I guess it just wants me to go to a different room. Fair enough. Wow, the perfumes here are so luxurious.
Oh.
Oh, look at this one. The bottle is so pretty and gold. But what is this fragrance? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know a lot of words, right, Ulysses? Tell me what you think. I can't.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting you? No, I mean, I literally can't smell the perfume.
Come again?
Do you have a cold or something?
Actually.
No, I just can't smell.
Eh?
Huh? It's a condition I was born with. Basically, my body doesn't produce enough hormones. The genes which cause this also interfere with the part of my brain that's involved in processing smells.
And so on and so on.
Resulting in the inability to smell. Oh, sorry to hear that.
According to my notes.
It's not a big deal. I can still recognize a scent if you describe it to me. How? Whenever I'm reading a book, I'll record any description of a scent I come across. Currently, there's over 1,000 entries in my notebook. 1,000 entries? How does he find the time for that? If you want, Diana, you can describe the perfume's fragrance to me. There's a chance it'll match one of my entries. Sure thing. Jeez, I guess this guy's got himself covered. Sounds tedious, my guy. Wait, pachinko machine. Don't mind if I do. This looked a lot like a pachinko machine. Definitely out of place for a pharmacy.
Rise and shine.
Aha! You discovered it! Well, where'd you come from?
Plot twist.
Beneath the floorboards. Where the telltale heart lies. Jeez, you should have stayed there.
Why the long face?
Anyways, this pachinko machine is vital to your killing game experience. Oh, I can't wait. It is the only source of Marabucks in the entire academy.
The hell?
Marabucks? Marabucks are physical currency from the makers of Monokuma coins. Marabucks are physical currency which can be used to win prizes from the gachapon next door over. However, students looking to obtain this currency must first brave the pachinko machine. To start a game, simply slide 2 Marabucks into the machine. With luck, the ball will drop into the correct hole and you'll win more Marabucks.
Well done.
Gambling! Without luck, well, you get nothing. Easy as that. Since everyone's wallets are currently empty, the first game is free for all students. Why would you put something like this in a pharmacy?
Who? Me?
Buying medicine is sort of like gambling, in a way. There's no way to tell what's really in the bottle. You can only trust in the process. That bag of over-the-counter cough drops could be laced with arsenic, for all you know. What sort of world does this guy live in?
Anyways.
Well, I don't see why I would take my chance with a machine like this. Seems like a quick way to lose money. Fear not. The pachinko is merciful as it is arbitrary. That's a good line. Should you fail to win after a certain number of attempts, the pachinko will grant you a special consolation reward.
Isn't this lovely?
A little bit of pity for the fortuneless few. Generous, isn't it? Sorry, still not interested.
Terrible.
Such a
Just
tough
terrible.
audience.
Moving on.
How about this then? Every few weeks, the pachinko will receive a new patch.
Plot twist.
And the consolation reward guarantee carries over. However, the guarantee won't carry over if there's a lunar eclipse in the coming 3 weeks. Or if the name of the current month ends in Y. That rules out a lot of months, doesn't it? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, January, February, Marchuary, May. Or if Mercury is in retrograde. Well, what do you think? Sounds compelling, no?
Take this seriously.
Nope, not convinced. Truly. Maybe I should have tried a different approach. Fewer penalties, maybe. No, then it loses the thrill factor. The kinder the system, the less alluring it becomes. Tozu wandered out of the room, clearly deep in thought. Maybe I'll try out this pachinko later. Oh, later? I can't do it now? Oh. Oh, my heart. Damn. What a tease. What a tease.
Question.
Yo, Damie. It's Damon. You think it too, don't you? Think what? That Jean is a total LARPer?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Duh.
Come on, are you serious? You don't know what LARPing is?
Yep.
It's a style of roleplay that takes place in person instead of over the internet. So, it's acting?
Dude.
Hey, actors are only in it for the money. Jean obviously stoops low, but I doubt he stooped that low. You're calling him a loser either way. Though you seem to think otherwise, am I right? You'll need to back your claim up with some evidence. Know of any famous Jean doppelgangers?
That's not it.
Don't go making weird accusations. I know that guy's not an actor. He's just a pirate, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. A guy who plays a pirate.
Really?
That's called acting.
Dude.
Are you deaf in one ear? I just said role-playing and acting are completely different. She's super sensitive about this. Does she role-play in her free time or something? Do you role-play in your free time? Wait, did it say in this room? Overlooked something. Beauty products? Should I just look at the gachapon?
For real?
Whoa, is that a gachapon? What's it doing in a place like this? There's no sticker showing up what's up for grabs. It's the ultimate blind box. Oh, that was her saying that. It sounded more like the ultimate scam.
Ooh.
A gachapon. This mysterious is bound to have good prizes. Here's hoping for a bunch of rare figurines. Those could sell for tons. She walked over to the machine and poked at the money slot with her finger. No card terminal, huh? Whoever made this thing sure is behind the times. You got any cash on you?
Seriously?
Even if I use physical cash, my wallet is inside my luggage, which was left on the train.
So unfair.
How are we supposed to play if we don't have any money? You think Tozu's gonna start his own economy here?
Better zip up my fly, my genius is showing.
That's a good voice line too. If he does, I've already got the perfect name for the currency. Blood money. So clever. Too soon? Oh, well, moving on.
Yep,
It may not seem like it, but money isn't the end-all be-all.
check it out.
We still have one last thing up our sleeves. Our brains. Just you wait. Cassidy Amber will crack open the secrets of this gachapon. Figuratively. This machine is probably private property like the camera Grace tried to throw a rock at. Back then, Grace only received a shock, but that was before the Mara woman had been introduced to us. Cassidy might talk the talk, but even she knows better than to risk a face full of lead. Now can I go? No. Bright yellow mop buckets, brooms, and chemical cleaners line the shelves, as well as extra strength all-purpose cleaner, laundry powder, degreaser, disinfectant, furniture polish, glass cleaner. Geez, that's a lot of cleaning supplies. Though I guess it's not a bad thing to have around, considering the people I'm stuck with. Should I maybe go back to another room? Pharmacy A2, Pharmacy A3. So we did, okay. Trying to get the layout straight. Well, then what else does it want me to look at, huh? I'll keep clicking. Now I'll show you. Look at those bottles of obviously not Coke. And just open containers of popcorn buckets. The entire aisle is packed with soft drinks, all in authentic glass bottles too. And all the same flavor by the looks of it. Whatever, drinking something from this pharmacy would be stupid. Did I already click the beauty products? I don't think I did. A vast selection of colorfully packaged skin, hair, and body care products are on display. Taking a closer look, every label bore the same extremely pixelated and hard to read logo. La Roche Posay. Doesn't even make sense. Pharmacy, A3, beauty products, cleaning supplies. I keep trying. I'm determined. I talked to one of them. That appears to be smelling different perfumes, describing them to Ulysses. Do I need to talk to the other? Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. Ulysses was hunched over his notebook, scribbling furiously. Acetaminophen, ibuprofen, diphenhydramine. Most of the medicine here seems to be for minor stuff like coughs and allergies. And others look like they do more harm than good. I hope no one gets badly injured. There's nothing here we could use to help them. Are you guys cataloging all the medicine? Trying to, at least. Oh, no. There might be too many to take note of, even for me.
Hey.
You look super tired. Hey, do you want me to take over? It's fine. Shouldn't be much longer. I'm familiar with a lot of this medication. You are? Mm-hmm. My parents, before they knew what to supplement me, they used to rotate between these. Whether or not the medication would actually work was anyone's guess.
The hell?
They made you take a bunch of random medicine? That sounds pretty irresponsible. To tell you the truth, I think they just wanted to stop thinking about it as soon as possible. Either way, at least the knowledge is useful to us now. if only for this niche, hyper-specific purpose. Now can I go? Aha! I needed to... I see, I thought they just grouped the dialogue between those two, so... My bad. Alright, we got a handful here. Oh, that's not what I meant to push. Oh, I can also put F. Okay. F. F. Patient beds were arranged next to each other like the run-of-the-mill hospital ward. There's no way these were placed here just to enhance the room's aesthetic, right? Jeez, I really hope the sheets are clean. Talk to Jean Delamere. Ha ha! What a mighty collection of tools at our disposal. In case any of us come down with a sickness, we can take them here for treatment.
Right.
I think Ulysses is keeping track of all the medicines this place has. Aye, smart. Aye. Smart lad. I was considering doing the same. As a ship captain, it's my duty not only to fare the waves, but to take care of my crew.
Leave it to me.
And that goes beyond seasickness. Recognizing common infections and diseases is all part of the job. Sounds like a job for a medic, not a ship captain. A LARPer, according to Cassidy. We better start paying close attention to our food.
Huh?
What do you mean? There's sleeping medicine here. You slip some of that into someone else's drink and they're left defenseless at night. All you'd have to do is sneak into the room.
That's...
We're not even a day into this killing game and you're already coming up with ways to murder?
Whoa!
Whoa, no, it's not like that at all. We just gotta know the dangers we might be facing. That's the best way to survive, right?
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Even if you were planning something, it'd be pretty counterintuitive to reveal it like that.
No kidding.
Exactly. The only thing I want to do is stop any murders from happening.
That's...
Stop murders, huh? How do we do that?
Think about it this way.
For starters, we need a way to protect everyone. How exactly we do that is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Don't worry about it.
You can trust me to come up with something. I definitely will. He's one of the few normal people here, so I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Damn. Calling most people not normal here. I see how much of a hater you are, Desmond. I've always hated taking medicine. Usually tastes so gross and bitter. It would be a lot nicer if they added more sweetness, like with cough serum for kids.
Come again?
How is that relevant? Were you listening in on me? Not listening in, I just overheard you talking. I don't think this conversation is going anywhere. The moment the little girl spotted me, a scowl appeared on her face.
Really?
What's that expression for? She went quiet for a moment, seemingly mulling over something in her head.
My.
Doesn't this place make your blood run cold, Mochi?
Mochi?
Mochi. It's a nickname. Does it not suffice? You can just call me by my name, not some dumb alias. How rude! Don't you understand how layered it is? It's a reference. To what? To you, silly. You're cold on the outside, yet perfectly soft on the inside. Oh, and you melt a lot, too.
You think?
That's surprisingly surface level. Also, what you're describing sounds more like ice cream. Not everything in life has to be deep. Simplicity is a key to living, Mochi. Aren't you the one who called it layered? More importantly, does this place not frighten you to your core? It reeks of sickness and disease. It's a place where people live out the rest of their days.
Foul.
Oh, and the cold injections? They're ever so sharp. I can almost feel the pain now.
Eh?
You mean needles? Don't tell me you're scared of needles. Huh? No, that's not what you're supposed to.
Of course not.
I mean, of course not. Wherever did you get that idea? Needles? Haha, I'm not scared of silly things like that. Face tells a different story.
Honestly.
This really is a death game. Such squalid medical facilities. That's putting it nicely. This place looks like it's been abandoned for years. The floor looked especially rough. Were chemicals spilled here or something? Wait a minute. On closer inspection, that strange patchy texture was actually part of the design? What the heck? Why make a floor look damaged on purpose? Enamored with the place, are you? Enamored? With the floor in particular, it seems. Well, better that than something valuable. If you broke one of the machines here, your insurance probably wouldn't cover it. Was that her idea of a joke? Isn't she like ultimate entrepreneur? I think that was the whole thing. She's a ultimate entrepreneur. Am I sure I want to leave? Yes. Let's back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back. Now how far back can I go? Keep investigating the other rooms. Never mind. There's something else. Oh, here we go. I forgot there was a room back here that I didn't get to. Aha! Connect 4. Eva was staring intently up at something. I followed her gaze and saw a large collection of posters hanging from the ceiling. There were random scribbles covering each poster. Don't those posters look strange to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty out of place in a pharmacy. It almost feels deliberate.
Look.
Take a better look at them. Doesn't it resemble something to you? Anything? I craned my neck to look at the posters from a different angle, trying to understand what Eva was talking about. All of a sudden, I saw it. Of course. An advertisement for plushies?
That's...
It's a picture of Tozu. Yes, obviously. But don't you find it strange? The little Tozu?
Listen to me.
The entire advertisement. Why is it only visible from a certain angle? If you stood anywhere else in the room, you'd never know this ad was here.
I see.
I see what you're saying. It makes no sense to hide something like this from view, unless you want to keep it a secret.
Correct.
Exactly. Look at the design of it, too. Doesn't look anything like a normal advertisement. The placement of the text and stuff is all nonsensical.
Strange.
Why is the product's price so tiny? Pricing is the sort of thing a poster would go out of its way to emphasize. It's probably just bad graphic design skills.
Anyway.
Whoever made its design... I fucked up the joke. Whoever designed its passion must have been graphic design. Anyway, considering the mysteriousness of this whole advert, do you think it might be the secret Tozu was talking about before? Maybe. We should ask some of the others to take a look and see what they think.
Seriously?
You're joking. Huh? Do you really want their help? Last night, those guys shunned us for being honest. I'm joking. If we told them about the cipher, they'd probably be upset that we were the first to discover it.
It's simple.
Even if they tried to solve it, I doubt they'd get anywhere. We're better off just lying low for the time being. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to give the benefit of the doubt. Like, fucking, I walked in this room, and right when it showed, they looked at those poster things. Like, it's so obvious that that poster is like a thing, or poster, but their thing they're calling an advertisement. Like, you just look at it at a certain angle, and then all the pieces light up. Like, you can see that it's like at the very top, there's like the head, and then like the body, and it's like, oh, like immediately, it's not like, I don't know. Maybe some of the students are actually pretty thick. Actually, I'm revising what I was saying. I bet there are some students in this group who would not know what the hell, or would not piece that together. But there are some that I would be like, yeah, they could easily see that. It's fine. All right, that can work. Let's keep this advertisement a secret between us. For now, we can try to figure out what it actually means.
Interesting.
In my opinion, this is definitely what Tozu wanted us to find. It's too well hidden for it not to be. Meaning, solving the cipher could lead us to something important.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. If it could mean the difference between life or death, then it's something we have to figure out. I've talked to everyone and explored the entire pharmacy. Apart from the cipher, there wasn't anything in here that could help me escape.
Golly.
There you are! Come to the front of the pharmacy, we found something. What did you find? Some kind of pin pad thingy? Just take a look for yourself, will ya? Pin pad thingy? If it was enough to send her flying over here, I may as well check it out. Walk. I followed Ingrid to the front of the pharmacy.
Howdy.
Howdy. Take a look at this. On the wall behind her. Damn. It was a massive vault door, the kind you would see guarding a treasure of precious artifacts. In the middle, a tiny pin pad emitted an ominous green glow. It was hidden behind one of the cabinets. Cassie and I noticed a small crevice between the cabinet and the wall, so I pushed it aside to get a better look.
My.
All by yourself? Incredible.
Nice.
You're very reliable, Miss Grimwall. Teehee, it was nothing.
I must take note of this.
There are 4 zeros on the screen. Whatever the code to this pin pad is, must be 4 digits long.
What about...
So, anybody got a clue what to put in? She looked at everyone curiously. We all shook our heads. Fine, I'm just gonna try out the standard ones. 69. She inputted a very unfunny number into the pin pad. The kind of number only little kids would laugh at. Yeah, 69, 420. 69, 6.
Not funny.
8008. Take this seriously, bro.
For real?
Lame. You guys have no sense of humor.
Ew.
We do. That's why we didn't laugh.
Are you done yet?
Just break the damn thing.
Let's be civil.
That would be a hindrance. This might lead to something important.
Maybe...
Maybe the right combination can be found elsewhere. We should look around more. Maybe in our dorms, if you want. I can try and look for some information on a mysterious code.
Moving on.
It might not even be solvable for us. For all we know, this could just be for the people running this place.
I see.
That's a good point. Maybe it's just a red herring.
Am I hearing you right?
Didn't Tozu ask us to look around here, though? Why bother if there's no fun puzzle to solve?
You see?
Maybe he wanted to confuse us with a meaningless pin pad. This is his killing game. He doesn't need to tell the truth.
So hackneyed.
So this mystery is totally bogus. Anticlimactic.
Moving on.
I think we should stay away from this keypad and focus on escaping. What if this is our escape? Can we at least give this place one more look together?
Meh.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I might fall asleep if I have to look through more perfumes again.
Well put.
It does seem fruitless to keep investigating this pharmacy with no rhyme or reason. I'm with y'all. Make sure to just leave it alone.
I see.
In that case, looks like we've investigated all we can.
Take a breather.
I reckon we all head out for now. Beep, beep, beep.
Huh?
This again.
Ooh.
Another update, huh? Third time's a charm. Cassidy's fun. Once again, we begin to fiddle with our watches. It's going to be very upsetting if she's a first death. Or a first killer, I guess. In my opinion. You're joking, right? Are these profiles of us? Ah, profiles. Hey. Oh, even likes and dislikes? Yeah. Sure enough, there was an entire profile written about me. My age. Oh, even it looks like his signature? My age, my height, my weight, even my signature had been included. What the hell is this? How was this information obtained? Toshiko, you're 14? You look like you're 9. Huh?
For your information.
Well, you are incorrect. The profile speaks for itself.
Anywho.
This means you'll treat me like a fellow teenager, yes?
Not a chance.
Nope.
Impossible.
Oi! Speaking of gremlins, I was right about you, Wolfgang. Excuse me?
Soybean.
22 years old and already a lawyer? That confirms it. You did start college as a teenager.
Yes.
Studying law that young. Perhaps Toshiko isn't so strange after all.
Let's see.
Yes, all this information is accurate. They got all the details about my talent correct. What is everyone doing? Why do they look so unconcerned? Despite my earlier reservations about speaking out, seeing everyone act so casual about this new information, it was too much for me to stay quiet.
Take this seriously.
What are you guys so happy about? Doesn't it worry you that they know all this stuff about you? Or us? They? Are you talking about Tozu and Mara?
Right.
It could be them who made the watches, or it could be someone else. This whole killing game is pretty complex for 2 people to organize.
There must be something.
Regardless, someone found our personal info. How the hell did they manage that? It's not like any of us know.
What if...
Maybe they stalked us online, like through our social media?
Do you think?
For some people, possibly. I don't maintain much of an online presence, though. What kind of Neanderthal doesn't use social media?
Doubt it.
It's creepy our kidnappers have this info, but what can we even do? Asking Tozu to remove the report cards probably won't work, even if we're nice about it.
Well, shoot.
Guess we just gotta deal with it.
Aye.
Shouldn't be an issue. We shouldered worse.
Everyone, stop right now.
Huh?
Surprised by Eva's command, we all looked up from our trinkets. Stop reading and listen to me carefully. These trinkets have put us in a life or death situation.
How can that be?
Ooh, what?
Can't you see?
Don't you realize what these profiles are for? The creators of this killing game want us to know each other's backstories and in turn, what our strengths and weaknesses are. They clearly want us to plan murders using this information.
Moron.
Hey, you, turn that off now! Jeez, okay!
Shit.
That does sound like something the mass people would want us to do.
Meh.
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be anything that crazy written here. Not yet.
Huh?
Yeah.
Look,
You're assuming they won't add more information to these profiles in the future. What if they start adding personal secrets, or worse, things like medical records? There's a lot of private information that can be used against us in this killing game.
Bro?
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
listen to me.
It's extremely important that we avoid looking at these profiles. I've only looked at my own so far. I need you all to do the same. I don't know. This is all just really sudden.
Get a grip.
Why are you morons freaking out over an assumption? There's no proof these profiles will change.
Hold on.
Wolfgang spoke earlier about not taking Tozu's bait, right? This info feels too personal to not to deliberate. It's definitely some sort of ploy. So, we should probably follow Eva's advice.
That's enough.
People's privacy is on the line. If one of us doesn't want to share, none of us share. That's being fair. You make a good point. Let's agree to stop reading for now. Winona's like unconvinced. We all looked at each other, bewildered, and shut off our trinkets.
Moving on.
Thank you for seeing reason. Now, here's where I got to admit a weakness. If we all agreed not to look at each other's profiles, when I'm by myself, in my own room or whatever, immediately I'm reading everyone's profiles. Now, I would, if I was in this situation, I'm a nosy Nancy, like straight up, to a fault. I would tell everyone that I didn't read their profiles, but it doesn't hurt for me to, in the back of my head. Now, I know personally I would not be a killer, so it's not like I'm using the information for bad. I guarantee it. And I'm definitely not a killer. In fact, I would go as far as to say I'm probably easily killed. If I was in a Danganronpa game, like me personally, I feel like somehow I'd get taken advantage of and I'd be a first killed. Regrettably, even. I know my weaknesses in life. I know my shortcomings. I know where I lack. I know how unlucky. I'm like basically fucking Charlie Brown on a day-to-day basis. I know some just by random chance. It would be very unfortunate. Anyway, thank you for seeing reason. It'll be hard to make sure no one reads the profiles. Maybe we should have pairs of students watch each other.
Hold on.
Now hold on a second. Huh?
A cause for concern.
I'm sorry, but this is all just a little too provocative. Though I agree these profiles could be dangerous, you're going about it the wrong way. You can't tell people that the information contained in their watches could kill them. It'll cause panic.
I apologize.
Everyone, as much as it pains me to cause further division, we can't afford to be complacent with anything the ultimate liar says. God, he really hates her. I've been nothing but honest for the entire time I've been here. I'm just trying to stop a murder from happening. Besides, you're the one who lost control during that stupid mock trial. Oh, man, are they gonna kill Eva? I would be upset if the first kill was against Eva. And then it's like, damn, we gotta figure out and not say, like, obviously I could see how that unfolds where it's like, oh, the obvious answer would be Wolfgang, but maybe he didn't do it, but maybe he sowed enough, like, discourse among people that maybe someone else acted upon it, kind of thing, like that. That unsured, like, oh, well, if we're constantly being told that a certain person is a bad person, then it's only natural that someone would then follow up and, like, try to act upon it, right? We know that all too well here in the real world. If you're constantly inundated with people telling you that a certain person or a group of people are bad, then there's going to be people that go like, oh, you're right. I should do something about it. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, wait. That's not what I... Alright. I'm putting an end to this.
Let me see.
Eva, you say you've been nothing but honest, correct?
Correct.
Yes, that's what I said.
Shocking.
Funny. I found something that suggests otherwise. What do you mean? While the rest of you were panicking and slinging insults at each other,
You can't keep me down.
I took the pleasure of reading everyone's profiles. What?
Not okay!
Really, man? Trust me, you'll be glad I did. Why don't you all take a look at Eva's profile? Wait.
Are you for real?
Hey, we really shouldn't.
Whatever you say.
Eva's profile? Alright, give me a sec.
Whoa.
Hey.
Just like my video games.
Oh no, is it not going to be Ultimate Liar? Oh, that would be so interesting, wouldn't it? And then that's why she was very quickly like, hey, don't look at everyone's profile. Ah, that'd be weird, though. Anyway. Oh, I sense a plot twist. That's it. I'm peeking too. Wait, don't. In a matter of seconds, the room was lit up again by a holographic light. If that is the case, if it's something as obvious as, like, what her ultimate is... Oh, God. I know she was maybe trying her best to get anyone not to look at it, but, like, it was only going to be a matter of seconds. At least one person in the group was going to go look at everyone's profiles when they're away from each other. So the moment they find out that she was lying about what her thing is, maybe. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Ew.
Are you for real right now?
This is...
What does this mean? At the top of Eve's profile, written in bolded letters. Uh-oh. Oh my god! She's a dork! I'm joking. She's a nerd! Ultimate mathlete? Alright, so to place your bets, why is it that she lied about it? And called herself the ultimate liar? Is it A, she was embarrassed about being called the ultimate mathlete? Is it B, she didn't trust anyone to know that she was maybe like a smart person? Or is it C, the ultimate listed is incorrect somehow, against all odds? Ultimate mathlete? Ultimate mathlete? Are you serious? I thought Eva was the ultimate liar. That was obviously a lie. The ultimate liar lied? Wow, that's not nearly as exciting as I thought it would be. A mathlete? That's like social suicide.
It doesn't make sense.
Is this really the case? I need to see for myself. With that, the students who'd refrained from checking their trinkets gave in to their curiosity. Why would you lie about something like this? I'd understand disguising a dangerous talent with a normal one, but the other way around? That doesn't make any sense.
That's low.
So all that stuff about not wanting us to look at the profiles because they were dangerous, is that just to hide this from us?
How old are you?
How could you be so immature, Eva?
Don't be mean.
Wait, hold on, guys.
Unacceptable.
My mochi heart nearly evaporated from all that stress. Curse you, deceiver. Damn it, even I was fooled.
Fail.
It's not exactly an achievement on her part.
Well,
Trying to be someone you're not, and even inciting panic just to protect your secret.
What a joke.
It would have been impressive had you actually been competent.
Interesting indeed.
Well, Eva, what do you have to say for yourself? Ah, she's a big old dork. She doesn't want people to know. How embarrassing. On multiple fronts. I just... she ran away. Fleeing at the first sign of resistance. Very pitiful.
Guys,
I don't know. Don't you think we are being a bit mean?
come off the grass.
Come off the grass. That was used in the chapter 0 voice lines a bit too. I liked it every time it popped up. Come off the grass. Oi. Bad habits. She nearly convinced us all to stop looking at our watches. That could have screwed us over in the future. So now you think the watches are dangerous.
Yes.
Yes, we all owe Winona our thanks for calling Eve out sooner rather than later.
what can I say?
The thought is appreciated.
Right.
What about Lawyer Man? He knew something was off about it even from the get-go. Seems his lawyerly judgment paid off.
For real?
Truth. From now on, I'm just gonna listen to whatever that guy says. You flatter me.
In any case.
But, why don't we all take a break from this investigation for a while? I'm sure today's dramatic events have left everyone a little tired.
Pardon me.
Good night, everyone.
Too much for me.
My heart's gonna be aching. My head's gonna be aching for hours.
I suppose.
Perhaps some chamomile tea is in order.
Where's my coffee?
Why do I have to write her entry in pen? Following Wolfgang's example, the other students began to leave. As they walked past me, I could see the exhaustion written across their faces. Exhaustion, frustration, and secondhand embarrassment. What am I supposed to make of this? All that stuff Eva said before, the way she conducted herself. That was just some weird stunt? Why would you pull a stunt like that after being kidnapped? Hell, why would you pull it at all? I mean, she was the only one that felt the same way I did. The only one I thought I could trust. Oh. Not wanting to remain in the pharmacy, I returned to my dorm room. Hello. I think I should save there. Oh, can I go to... Aha! Ooh, we should read these. Oh, wait, can I not scroll? Oh, I can't. Damn it. I was getting excited there for a second. Okay, well, I really wanted to go through profiles, but not even tonight. Next time we played. Let me get a good save going. I don't want to go too far into this for tonight, but how many slots do we have? Oh yeah, so many slots. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad it's the week end now, and you know, able to take it easy. I hope you're doing well as well. I say. This looks nice. It is. I'm very impressed with this so far. Well, I say so far. I technically played the prologue way back when, but this looks inspired by Danganronpa. Yes. Not only inspired, it's obviously a direct, it's a Danganronpa fan game. Full on, like, fan game thing. Let me see if I can go to main menu here. Yup. I did save correctly, right? Why am I so paranoid? Try that 29? Yeah, I did. Is it completed? No, so this first chapter just came out tonight. I played the prologue of this 2 years ago. Almost exactly 2 years ago. Almost exactly 2 years ago. You have to be patient for good things. So yeah, I'll get to more of that. Probably not tomorrow because I have other plans for streams tomorrow. But throughout the next week, we'll probably work through that chapter 1 to see. I'm very interested. Like I said, the trailer showed some, without being spoilery, some kind of like very quick glances of some gameplay elements that seem actually very interesting. So I'm very excited to see more of that, and I'm gonna be bummed when the chapter 1 is over, and then I have to wait more for more.